There were a number of local protests for George Floyd, and they did remain peaceful. In fact, the NOPD reached out on social media to thank the protesters, saying they are proud of our great city and our community's commitment to social justice. Megan Key has more from NOPD Superintendent Sean Ferguson.
As New Orleans Police Department launched its newest class of recruits, we got a chance to talk with Superintendent Sean Ferguson about the protests for George Floyd happening across the nation and here in New Orleans. Numerous protests were held in the metro area over the weekend. Ferguson tells us all of the protests were peaceful. He says it's a true testament to the character of New Orleanians and being from the South. Ferguson thanked residents and said he trusts this community. He tells us he met up with members of the community and let them know officers wouldn't be confrontational and encouraged people to exercise their constitutional rights. And during the protest, escorted protesters from Duncan Plaza to the police station and back. He also touched on NOPD's EPIC training aimed at preventing incidents like what happened to George Floyd.
This could have been prevented. EPIC, something that we started here in New Orleans. Ethical policing is courageous. If just one or two, maybe even the third officer intervene and say, hey, that is not what we do, this is not what we're going to do, we would not see the outcry from our communities across the country right now had they intervened, which is what we encourage our officers as well as our non-commissioned members of our department. If you see something, say something, intervene without fear of retaliation.
Ferguson says he's encouraging all of his officers to take advantage of the EPIC training. And EPIC ambassadors who teach the training will also be going to all the districts to encourage it there. Reporting in New Orleans, Megan Key, Eyewitness News.